What's up guys, welcome back to K.D.P Programming. This is part 8 of our SQL fundamentals, and today's video is going to be a short one. I just thought I'd take this chance and talk about a where class. This is something that we have seen in the previous videos, but I've never went much into details into it. So today I just want to take this time and give you a proper introduction of what a where class is and what it does. And if you haven't seen the previous videos, I'll put the link to those videos in the description box below, or you can find the link to the full series in the description box. So without wasting any of your time, let's get straight into this. A SQL where class is used to filter the results obtained by what we call DML statements. So DML statements are statements that we know as select, update, delete, and etc. DML just simply stands for data manipulation language. I'll talk about these statements in the future videos. So what a where class does is it applies a filter to a query that you're performing, to a DML query that you are writing. It can be a select query, an update query, a delete query. So today I'm just gonna show you guys what actually it does, because I've been using it in the previous videos, but I never went much into details into it. So now if I just select one of my tables, let me just select the table that we created from a previous video, which is our marks table. So now we have this table. This is our marks table, and this is the data that it's in it. So now if I wanted to select, because you can see here on my query, I selected all the columns for all the rows that are here. But imagine if I wanted specific rows. This is where a where class comes in. So imagine if I wanted only the marks that were of a certain mark, or were below a certain mark, or were of a GPA point. So with the where class, it's actually a condition, and you can specify it on whatever column that you want. So in this instance, I'm going to write a where class. Let's say I want to select my marks. I want to select the rows where the mark is equal to 75. Oh, sorry, I think it's mark, not marks. Where the mark is equal to 75. So with the where class, you specify a condition. A condition can be where you say something it's equal to, it's greater, it's less than, it's not equal to, depending on what you're working with. It can be, and you can test it on whatever data types that you want. You can test it on numbers, numeric, you can test it on strings, you can test it on whatever date, time, whatever data type that you have and you want to test it against. It pretty much works with everything. So this is how you actually write a where class. And you can also say, let's say if you wanted marks where mark was greater than, actually 75 was greater than 75, let me remove that, and you execute that, and you can see that your statement only retrieved the rows where your mark is actually greater than 75. You can also test this with names or with student numbers, or with, you can pretty much test this with everything. So imagine if you wanted marks of a particular student, like you wanted to see all the marks for one student, and you know the student ID of that student. So what you could do is, you could say, instead of using the mark, you could say select everything from marks where that student ID is equal to, then you specify the student ID, and then now you can see that that student ID only has 2 marks of the module PRMO003 and SWR003 of these 2 assessments. This is pretty much the example that you see when you go to your student portal and you only see your marks. This is what pretty much happens in the back end. The system knows that you are a particular student that logs in and gives you your marks only. So instead of giving you all the marks of everyone in that table, it gives you your marks only based on your student ID. All the marks of the students, they reside in one table, and based on who you are, it gives you your marks. Like I said, this is going to be a very short video. I just wanted to introduce the where class because I feel like it's going to be more important as we proceed on. So if you guys have watched this far, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers.